Wilson Morales from Black Women TV. Hello, folks. How's it going?
Great.
Good to see you again, Wilson.
I've seen this movie a couple of times, and I want to say congrats. You guys did a great job starting off the relay, passing the baton to the older folks. Kudos to you guys. That being said, how did you want to make the characters your own outside of what the book has and what the script called for? Kyanna?
That's a really beautiful question. I think the thing that I really wanted to focus on for Odette, being that she has such a tough exterior and she's such a firecracker and she says it like it is, I wanted to make sure that those childlike, soft nuances of her still peek through. You know, she's still a girl that wants to be loved. Like, she wants to still feel, she wants to feel those hugs from her friends that she gives to them, whether it be physical or metaphorical. And I wanted to make sure that peeked through her because she is so young still, you know. And I feel like that was my biggest goal with her.
I think for Clarice, I just wanted her to feel very. I lost my train of thought now too.
It's okay.
It'll come back.
I wanted her because I wanted her to feel very kind, even though I think she was very sheltered, and so I think I could have fallen into the trap of playing her judgmental. But I think as she saw people's experiences and what they were going through, she still had her opinions about things. She was going to let them be known. But when she saw someone in need, she let the heart of that person and the compassion she had on that person shine through. So I think making sure of that, and also that she was just as girly and flirty and cutesy as she needed to be to shine too.
And demure.
Very demure.
For me, for Barbara Jean, I just really wanted, she lived a tragic life. A lot of things happened, and I just wanted to make sure that tragedy wasn't everything about her. That when you did see her experiencing joy, that joy was pure. That for a moment she felt like, oh, life is okay. And so just to give her those moments of release was really important to me. With every low there is a high. Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be people out there that can relate to either one of the characters, including the male characters.
Okay.
How many of you are still friends with your childhood friends, and are you as close as these characters are?
Yes, yeah. I'm friends. I think I have my Supremes that I've had since I was childhood, and I'm making Supremes now. But I've known my closest friend since I was 4. And every time we hit an anniversary,
the child came out. Yeah. It's our anniversary.
Every time we hit our anniversary, we celebrate. And I think when we hit 10 years, it was like, girl, we've been friends for 10 years. But also watching each other go through, we've gone through so many different facets of one another, to where when they meet my friends that I'm making now, it's like, oh, I know so many versions of Abigail that you have even no idea about. But it's not, they're like, I feel like my Supremes that I've known since childhood, they feel like my compass for my core.
Yes.
Oh, that's what they feel like. And so it's always nice whenever I'm around them or whenever they're nearby, I can do a check of it's like a report card of oh, how much have you changed? Yeah. And then, oh, not that much in your core. Maybe my styles change. Maybe I speak up for myself more. But yeah, I love my friends.
No, to piggyback off of you, it's those friendships that you've had since you were literally just now walking, 3, 4,
yeah.
Those are super important. I do have friends similar where it's we're on tricycles together, then bicycles, and then on somebody's motorcycle. But it's at the end of the day, you are always you. You'll try out different, you'll try to try out different personalities. You'll try these new hobbies, but at the end of the day, you're always you. Yeah. And I feel like my friends that have known me since childhood, since high school, even since college, they have seen lots of versions of me, and I've seen lots of versions of them. And I feel like that is what's so beautiful about the film, is that you see these characters 30 years later, and you can see the through line. Yeah. However, there are things that have changed, even though it's the same person, and it's so beautiful. It's wow, life happens, things change, opinions change, things that you liked back then you might not like now. Right. And I'm thankful for my friends from back then rocking with me till now,
Same, very much same, of the friends that my oldest friend I've known since I was 5. And I like what you said, Abby. If it's yeah, they act as a compass, of okay, making sure that I'm still me. I am still being true to myself, like, and knowing that they will always be there to check me, to be like, hey, you're stepping out it, you're stepping away, like, they're the people that keep you. I think even more than your family, even more than like, they know every little bit, so you can't hide from them.
Did either one of you get to talk to your older versions? You know, that crew has been working for over 20 years, you know, and I've talked to them for that long. You know, is there anything that you got from either them or from Tina's direction that helps you out skill set wise moving forward to whatever project you do next?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I think from both Tina and Sanaa, the reminder and the confidence to stand strong in myself and know that what I'm doing is right, to not question myself so much. Uzo as well, like, told, we all had a dinner, and Uzo said to the three of us, like, don't make yourself small for anybody.
Yeah.
That is something so powerful to receive from a vet, from these people who have been in the industry for so, like, to know that you're championed and, like, oh, they can see me clearly, is a priceless gift,
Yeah, and like working with Tina was such a reward. I mean, she truly, like, I feel like she really saw me and my artistry on a different level, probably on a different level than what I saw it, where I saw it. The encouragement and support that she gave me was just like out of this world, and I really did feel like I grew as an artist, as a creative, and like she really brought us all together.
Yes.
Like Tina made me feel seen.
Yes.
And that was one of the first times that I felt it to that level.
Yeah.
So I thank her, because I feel like I've transformed to another level of artistry because of her.
Tina would always say, I always call her our fearless leader. And I remember she'd always remind me, she'd be like, Abigail, get out of your head. She was like, when you are out of your head, you are the artist you want to be. I was like, oh, okay, thank you so much. But it was just those gentle reminders, and even when I tried something and if it didn't work, it was a gentle, that was really good, let's try it this way. And then sometimes it'd be like, oh, let's add that back in. And so even just the freedom to throw in little one-liners here or there. And so I felt like I had so much freedom and independence in a way that didn't feel stifling as an artist. And then Uzo just continually, like, pouring life into me and telling me, you know, Abigail, I trust you to do this. Like, they hired you for this job, and girl, you've already made me proud without me uttering one single line.
You know, this movie's coming out on Hulu, but I always say there's a lot of product these days, you know, whether it's in theaters, on streaming channels, you know, you have to market it like you guys are doing now. What's going to get an audience to see this? Obviously, the names itself sell it, but you never know, because you still got to promote it that it's coming out, because people don't always, you know, go to TV right away. So, like, what's going to get an audience to see the Supremes?
Well, I think people like to feel good.
Right.
And this is definitely, it's such a comfort film. It's an emotional roller coaster for sure, like gut-wrenching parts. You'll cry, you'll laugh, and you'll want to talk back to the characters.
Right.
And honestly, like, I really feel like the moment someone hears the reaction that someone else has had to this film, I think that they'll immediately want to run and go see it, because it feels really good to watch this film.
Yes.
And I think making it a priority to see it with your Supremes.
Yes.
Classic.
And men have Supremes too.
Yes.
Pull up with your boys.
Yes.
We don't call them Supremes, we call them boys.
The boys. Pull up with your boys. So I think,
hey, listen, you guys did a great job. As I mentioned, you know, great relay. I wanted to see more of you guys, but hey, you know, we can only have 2 hours. But either way, I look forward to see what you guys do next. We'll be rooting for you. We'll talk down the road.
Thank you so much.
Take care.